In this video, we'll be heading to the famous floating reed islands that are home to the Uros people on the highest lake in the world, Lake Titicaca. To get there, we left from Copacabana, and sadly, we left Copacabana feeling a little disappointed because everyone talks about Copa's postcard vibes, the blue waters with the views towards Isla del Sol with all its Inca history, and the promenade. But this is real travel, and we don't sugarcoat things on this channel, and well, this wasn't our experience, unfortunately. And it was mostly due to us traveling here in the off-season. And when you travel full-time like we do, this is bound to happen at some point. But surprisingly, even though the waterfront was turned completely upside down, we were pleasantly surprised by the town square. It was well taken care of, and all the locals selling their goods in the back little streets was awesome. So if you take anything away from this video, it's to get away from the glorified or the more sought after areas and wander off the beaten path just a little, because what you might find might actually surprise you. Booking a bus to Puno is very easy to do from Copa. You'll see vendors like this all over the main road. Our tickets were just under 20 Canadian per person, and it took about 4 hours to get to Puno. Crossing into Peru was also very easy and a smooth process, and walking across the border was a new experience for us. When we arrived in Puno, we checked into our accommodations and it was 26 Canadian per night, which included breakfast. And since we were only in Puno for one night, we went out to explore the square. Then the next day, we were off to see the Reed Islands. We were picked up from our accommodations and driven to the boat that would take us to Reed Island, and this was all included in the excursion price, which was about 14 Canadian per person. We were just happy to jump on a boat and be on the water. Let the excursion begin.
Ok, vamos a bajar con los...
Waliki.
Wow. I don't know why, but I expected it to move.
You expected it to move, like be squishier?
Yeah.
It's pretty squishy to begin with.
It's squishy, but it's not moving. All right, let's we're gonna do a little lesson here.
Have a seat and learn a little lesson about this Reed Island.
Yeah. This is cool. Wow. Look at their little houses, though. It's amazing. When we first arrived, we had a brief explanation about the Reed Islands. He demonstrated how deep the water was with this stick. And get this, he was saying it's about 25 feet deep right here. The bundle on the ground to his right is a demonstration of how thick the islands are made. And believe it or not, the reeds are also a source of nutrition.
Want to try some reed banana?
Sure.
Titicaca banana?
Let's taste it.
Snap it off.
Oh, it's like squishy, like marshmallowy.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
Bueno, señores, les presenta la
Does it really taste that much?
Un aplauso más para la presidenta de la isla. She is like a this island. So
Squishy, like...
Bueno, señores,
It's like celery.
Yeah.
It's like celery, only soft.
Like spongy celery.
Yeah.
Honestly though, you couldn't tell by my face, but it really wasn't that bad. I think that's my expression for, I think it's gonna taste bad. But it really wasn't. It didn't taste like anything really. Our guide also explained how they would stack the reeds to construct the base and the effort it takes to anchor the sections together so that they would grow as one big mass of floating land. And they do have kitchens on the island, but they have to carefully be constructed on stone in order to prevent fires on the island. Not only are the pieces of land anchored together to make one big mass, they're also anchored to the ground to prevent them from floating away. They have it all figured out. After we had our little snack, then we had a house tour.
Okay.
All right, let's go
Look
tour
at
the
the water's
house.
like right there.
What's that? I know, the
water,
water
like,
is
right
like right there.
Oh. Oh, hello. Come in. Sit down. Okay.
Sinjao.
I said sit down. English.
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, sit next to you.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Where you from?
We're from Canada.
Canada.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
My name is Jason. Me llamo Jason.
Jason.
Valerie.
Mi esposa.
Mari.
Mary. Mari.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
This the house, the small house. This the one family. The 3 people the house.
Okay.
One small baby is married. The baby is called the father. And name is Luana. Luana tiene 5.
Oh, wow.
I love this. I got
This is the
hydro and
solar.
everything.
Solar.
Oh, okay.
At this the house, a small house.
Mhm.
This caliente.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, they have like a little panel box to run the...
The battery.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
called a battery.
Little solar. Okay, that's where they keep all their stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I couldn't even wrap my mind around 3 people living in this very small space. Once we were finished the house tour, the ladies showed off their handmade goods, and the colors were beautiful. They had quite the supply.
This is so labor intensive to live out here, right? Like every 15 days they have to replace
They
the
gotta-
reeds, like build
You
up the
can- yeah,
reeds
you
again.
can see the piles here they cut.
Yeah.
Then every 15 days they kind of lay out more surface to keep building it up because kind of the water kind of absorbs it from underneath and sucks it down.
And in the boats have bottles inside them to help them float.
Yeah, the all the pontoons
Yeah,
are reeds wrapped around plastic bottles.
that's amazing. Wow. I think we're gonna go on this little boat here. Take a
Over to
little boat ride.
the restaurant island.
Yeah. Look at how big it is. We got seats in it and a little lookout up there.
And they just push it from behind with these little boats with
Oh
the
yeah,
motor on them.
this one here.
It's
'cause
just
this-
basically a barge.
Yeah,
They just push you around.
that's amazing. Our host Mary was lovely.
3 people live in that little house.
I know.
It's pretty crazy.
That's amazing.
She speaks English.
Yeah, and they have solar inside their
Yeah.
little home, and she says it's very warm because there's 3 people. It's very tiny, so
Yeah.
it's warm at nighttime.
Yeah. And about the English thing, all over Bolivia, it's been very different. Most of the people in Santa Cruz, very few people spoke English. Uyuni, not a lot of English. But here, I guess we're in Peru now, but when we stopped in Copacabana, a lot of people spoke English. And since we come here to Puno, a lot of people seem to speak English. So I think
Yeah.
Copacabana and Puno are very, very highly,
Touristy.
highly visited by tourists. So
Yeah.
a lot of the local people have learned English. Even here on these islands, Mary was speaking English with us. So we don't expect it to find it anywhere, but I was surprised how much English they speak around Lake Titicaca.
Yeah. Amazing. And the guy was saying that they anchor, so this is a small island that we're on. We're gonna go visit a bigger one, but they anchor it around so that it doesn't move.
Because it's literally just floating, and yeah, if you didn't anchor it to stay right here, he said
Yeah.
you might wake up in Bolivia.
Yeah. He said, if you don't like your neighbors, you just pick up the stakes and just float away.
Yeah, hasta la vista.
Yeah.
We got this cool little lookout
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there.
that he said used to be for looking for enemies, now it's for tourists.
I'm gonna go up. I can't believe the water is like right there.
The water is like right there, I know. It's kind of peeking up in different areas.
It's a little creaky.
Well, look at the island next door. They got
Isn't
all
that
kinds of
amazing?
buildings, eh?
Yeah.
And these tours, they rotate islands. So today is these people's turn. Maybe tomorrow will be this island, and then the next one over. And yeah, the tourists go to different islands every day.
Yeah, and they say they don't really grow a whole lot here on the island, although he did show us potato plants and onion plants.
It's a
But
tiny
then
little
they,
garden.
yeah, they bring in whatever, like their wares or whatever, and they just trade it when they go into town on Saturdays.
Right. They catch fish and things like that from here.
Yeah.
Just go into town and barter.
Yeah, trade for rice or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see the solar panels up on the roof over there. There's some at all the different buildings, all stuck up in the air.
That's pretty neat.
It's quite a neat little organized little island, eh?
It is. It's like a town hall where we all sit and
Yeah.
they talk to tourists. But yeah, you can see the solar on this right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see them sticking up at each of the little houses.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a game changer for people living out here when they started making solar panels and things like that, because you have no other option.
Yeah.
Other than they don't want to burn stuff so much because the whole island is flammable. All the houses, the ground, everything.
Right,
No smoking, no anything out here because it could go up in flame pretty quick.
Yeah, they have like a rock, and then they have some pots on this, like a cement slab kind of thing, that they cook on, so that the heat doesn't bother the reeds. Here, down here, you can see a better view of a kitchen.
Yeah, they got a pretty good sized kitchen
Yeah,
area.
it's all built up where the pots are and stuff.
Some of it's pretty squishy.
Yeah, it is.
Some of it's like, ooh, this could
I
use
know.
some reeds here.
Yeah.
Look at it.
So I mean, we have seen Lake Titicaca and the Reed Islands on other videos, but it is just so cool to actually come here and
It's
see
pretty
it.
interesting to be, walking around on one of the islands and actually be here.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Let's go for a boat ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Titi means puma in the Quechua language. I think that's what he said. Either the Quechua or the Inca. And Caca means gray. So it actually means gray puma is the name of the lake.
There you go. Yeah.
Arriba.
Arriba.
You're gonna go up, 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 up.
Wow, wow. La cabecita cuida.
Sit in the shade.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We can move around, I'm sure.
Sure.
Sit in the shade for now. 13 degrees this morning when we got up, but as soon as that sun comes up and you get out into that sun, we're at over 12,000 feet of elevation here, so the sun's very intense and it takes no time at all to get hot
Yes, and burned.
and burned.
Yeah, when Jay and I were out on the salt flats when we were in Bolivia, our lips got burnt and they're still burned.
Yeah.
So, public service announcement. Wear sunscreen, hats that cover your ears like Jay, not like mine. I do have sunscreen. We both have sunscreen on, but
And it's, some of it out there was also the wind because it was windy. There was a breeze all day, so
Yeah.
you get just dried right out as
Yeah.
well. So
but how neat is this, eh?
Playa, Maya Paya Quinza, vamos a la playa, oh, 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 todos a la playa, oh, 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 Maya Paya Quinza, hasta la vista, baby, gracias, Hispana.
Some of the places here you can rent, and they look so cool. There's a really cool A-framed red roof place, but you can tell how they've done some of the places up for rental, so you can stay overnight on on the Reed Island. How cool is that?
Look at all the colored boats out going right now.
Yeah. We've come to the restaurant area. So this is still built on reeds, these little shacks. And hola,
Where are you from?
Canada.
Okay, Uros capital here. Supermarket here.
Yes.
Is
This little,
this the center of town or what?
Yeah.
This is the downtown.
yeah.
Supermarket,
This is where you go to the corner store
restaurant.
and get a drink, little snacks. He's gonna pick the. Nice. Is it fair?
Sure.
Pero amiguitos, a ver, los que van a ¿quiénes van a pescar?
So is this a little touristy? Yes, but we expected it to be touristy.
It is what it is.
Yeah, for sure. We don't typically do a lot of this kind of stuff, so every once in a while it's okay.
It's not like you have it on your choice. If
Right.
you want to visit the islands, you
Yes.
come on a little
Yeah,
tour. Right?
exactly.
Dos soles comida para
Oh.
mucha.
Of course,
A whole bunch of kids came.
a huge boat just showed up full of people.
Yeah. Oh,
So
the
it
little
got,
kids
it
are
got
cute.
busy real quick. But yeah, they're adorable, eh? All their little outfits and stuff.
You go fishing back there. They have a little fishing thing set up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So it's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock into our tour. And
Yeah.
it's only, what, 20 minutes or half hour to get back. So probably another, I think they said we're here for 25 minutes and then the boat will take us back.
Yeah. So we got picked up at our hotel, which was nice.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go far, and then they took us to the harbor, and then we got on the boat. And
Yeah, they arranged
pretty
private
simple.
taxis to pick everybody up. We had a private taxi waiting for us at our hotel. Yeah, they just drop you off at the boat and they take you back to your hotel after as well. There'll be a taxi waiting to take us back. So
Yeah.
let's make it pretty easy.
no, it's 35 soles per person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we
so-
paid. I've seen different prices from different. You can book it on Get Your Guide. You can book it some local places. I think it was called Puno Travel. There was a couple places I saw on Google Maps. We just ended up booking it on the Trans-Titicaca bus line that we came from Bolivia. The guide person that was on there that was doing all the explaining and getting you through customs and stuff, he
Very
sold
conveniently.
Very conveniently, he had a tour business and sold tickets directly. So
Yeah.
it was super simple. We had it all arranged when we arrived, and we were good to go.
Yeah, so today at 2:30, we have to be at the bus to go to Arequipa. So we're going to spend some time in Arequipa, and then we're going to head to Lima. And our bus tickets, how much were our bus tickets? 170.
Bus tickets were 55, so it was 110, I think, 110 soles for the two of us to go from Puno to Arequipa. And it's about a 7-hour run, and that's on Cruz del Sur. And we used Cruz del Sur last time we were in Peru, and we had no issue with it. We thought it was fine.
Yeah,
it was pretty decent. And even the guide on our bus suggested we take Cruz del Sur to go to Arequipa. He thought they were one of the
Yeah,
best.
so we get there at 9:30 at night tonight.
Yeah.
And don't worry, no backpacks are going up. We're going to rotate our sleeping schedule.
No sleeping. It's a daytime bus.
Yeah.
So not as
No
concerned
problem.
here.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna head back. I'm not driving the boat, but we're just gonna head back. We have a 7-hour bus ride to catch. So thanks so much for coming along with us, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.